is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis, I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis come to you with another quick video. We're going to talk about Brandon Ingram winning possibly most improved player. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and listening to a lot of people, and I just wanted to add my 2 cents on this topic just because I was a guy that really felt like Brandon Ingram can be a special player, especially in the Western Conference, getting drafted by the Lakers, getting traded to the Pelicans, and still becoming an all-star in the Western Conference, even though he did technically so far live up to the number 2 overall pick, becoming a guy that can handle the ball like we thought, but also score. And I love the progress and the growth he has shown, even coming off the blood clots. A lot of people didn't know what was going to happen. His career could have been over. He could have had, it could have got even worse. It could have got to the point where he could have missed more time, but he got it done, got it handled, got back on the court, didn't get his contract, and I don't blame him because of the issues that he was going through, especially with a condition that can come back and a condition that can really take you out of your career or cause you to, take off a lot more time, which could hurt the contract. And with that being said, that does hurt it because that's one of the main reasons why he didn't get the max or the contract that he wanted. But the way he has played has warranted a lot of praise to the point where he was an all-star and he was voted in. It wasn't like he was picked by Adam Silver. He was voted in, and the coaches felt like he should be an all-star, and a lot of people did too. And at the end of the day, I like Brandon Ingram mentality. He seemed like that cool, laid back guy that doesn't really bother you, doesn't really get on you, doesn't really do anything but just do him. And I think a lot of guys that can relate to that as hoopers and as people that play, he just seemed like that nonchalant, cool dude that just go out there and do his part and that's it. But you wouldn't think that would turn into, you want those hungry, in your face, two-way players that's always coming at you. Those are the type of guys that get the most respect. Those are the type of guys that everybody talks about in the public. Those guys that's in your face. And Ingram not one of those guys. He's a guy that he likes the mid-range jumper. He doesn't have the flashiest finishes, the flashiest dunks. Sometimes he does, but not that much. Even though he is long, lanky, and he has a good wingspan, he isn't the flashiest guy. He likes to cross you up. He likes to finish with a layup. He likes to get to the free throw line a lot more lately. He likes to pull up for the three. He's very modern, quiet, cool dude. And it's funny how he has been able to change his whole career to where it is right now, and being an all-star, and now people giving him recognition that he might be the most improved player this year, and the fact that he looks like a max player too, which is crazy just because like 2 years ago we were seeing like, is he gonna live up to the hype? Can he still come into that body? Can he still grow into that guy that we thought would be better or just as good as Ben Simmons at that number 2 pick? Even though Ben Simmons was more NBA ready physically, we all feel like Ingram, it was a matter of time before he caught back up to him, which you can say they on the same level or he has surpassed him, depending on who you are and what you believe and what you value as a basketball person. Ingram has become an all-star too, and he has averaged significantly more points, and he has always been known as the scorer out of both of them. And he has also shown the ability to be a two-way player, and he has shown significantly improved ball handling and playmaking abilities, which allows him to be that wing that modern-day NBA teams love, that can handle the ball, score in the mid-range, score in the three-point line, and also get to the basket and finish. And that's what you want out of the player that he is. And the fact that he's efficient, when you have the type of body that he has and the athleticism that he has and the touch that he has, once he started getting that mid-range and that three ball to fly and fall in, it was basically over for the league. But it just took him so long to get the physical part done so he can take the contact, so he can be able to create the space, so he can be able to create that opportunity to get that look at the basket, so he can get a quality shot off on a defender or multiple defenders. But with Zion coming in, a lot of people looked at it as a negative. I look at it as a positive. You need somebody that can really help you and balance out the game. And Zion has come in and became a 25-point scorer just like Ingram. Ingram numbers have come down significantly, but they've been winning significantly more with Zion coming in, which is the whole point of the NBA is to win so you can make the playoffs, have a chance to win a title. And with another weapon that can draw a double team, draw attention, and you can play off of him because he's more of an inside player. And with Ingram being able to knock down the mid range and threes and some floater game and push shot game, that allows him to attack off the ball and be able to play off the ball from the 3-point line, and also be able to put the ball on the floor a little bit and knock down that mid range if somebody comes close out a little bit too hard, or just go all the way to the basket, or even settle for that floater if he doesn't want to get to the basket fully. And that complements Zion game. And the fact that Zion will be on a rookie scale contract for the next couple years because he is only a rookie this year, and the fact that he is already under a significant injury with the meniscus injury, is going to be good for him to have a guy like Brandon Ingram that can complement him. But also, Ingram not done yet. This guy has improved almost every single season. He has shown that he can get to this level, and he has done it all season. 24 points a game is nothing to sneeze at. I know a lot of people like the 27, 28, but it's not that many players in the league that's doing that every single year, let alone this year when the NBA is at a high scoring and you don't even consider a lot of teams great defensive teams. It's still not that many players that's really doing the 25 plus per game. And Ingram is at that 24 points this entire season, basically. So he's showing that he can be an elite, efficient ball handler, playmaker, and scorer on all three levels. And that's something that you definitely want to keep around. And that's something definitely you want to invest in, especially if he can add that defensive ability, which this whole team, not just Ingram, needs to embody, because they are getting up and down the court, but they're not really defending, contesting, or really relying defensively on anything. And if you want to be known as a serious contender in the NBA and win a title, you have to play on both ends of the court. And Zion hasn't been leading by example, neither has Ingram. And you just can't have that if you want to be taken serious, especially in the Western Conference, which we have seen that they have lost to a lot of teams that they have needed to beat going into the playoff race to catch up with Memphis. And they have lost to the good, the bad, and the ugly, and teams that we even thought, looking at their schedule, that they should beat, but they haven't been able to execute on both ends of the court and play together on both ends of the court. And that is rust, that is gelling, and that is the fact that they are young. And Alvin Gentry is going to be patient for him. He's never been known as a great defensive coach either, as when he's been a head coach. And that's something that they're going to figure out if they want to take that next leap. And even if they do get another piece, they're not going to really be at the top of the West if they don't buy into the defensive end of the court. And that's something that they need to do collectively, not just one player. And I think that we all been seeing that the last month. And that's one of the biggest reasons, if the season does continue, they do play a couple more games, why I did not have them making the playoffs. But other than that, I am proud of Ingram. I'm a guy that had him over Ben Simmons. I'm a guy that still have him over Ben Simmons. I love what Ben Simmons has been doing. I love the fact that he has lived up to that number one pick, becoming an all-star and an all NBA caliber player this season. But you can say the same thing about Ingram this season. Even though he is a two-time all-star, Ingram has took significant leaps this year. And if he can continue on this pace, plus playing in the Western Conference, a tougher conference, and a conference that most people probably wouldn't even thought of Ingram being a legitimate, you know, all-star in the West, especially with the Kawhi Leonards, the Paul George, the LeBron James that is in the same position, and he done it. It's just crazy and blows your mind and show you how high the limit can be for a guy like Ingram if he continues to have that hunger, that appetite to get better, but also continue to push himself and not settle and get complacent and continue his growth and development and wanting and desiring to be something great at the game of basketball. He has done it each and every season, but he has finally found a team that believes in him and seems like they really want him to be around, but also isn't afraid to allow him to play his game and give him the opportunities to show improvements and take and do things that other coaches probably wouldn't have allowed him to do in the past, and giving him the freedom to handle the ball and do his own thing at the same time. And you have to give credit to the coaching staff and the organization for allowing him to grow into this role, but also staying with them the entire season and allowing him to get comfortable within it, and you got to give him credit for being able to adjust to Holiday, Lonzo, Hart, and guys like Zion coming back and still giving you quality numbers and possibly even an all NBA caliber season if it wasn't for some other guys getting hot and falling off. He's in that argument, and that's why he is an all-star, and a lot of people have him winning the most improved player award, which is very impressive. But if you work on it and you believe in yourself and you have the tools and the abilities and the body that he has, it's just good to see that he wasn't a waste of talent. It's good to see that he put his talent and his work ethic together and created something special. And I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. And I love the fact that he has lived up to the hype of being that number 2 pick. I was one of the crazy people that said I would take Ingram over Ben Simmons because of his potential. And so far right now, I do have Ingram over Simmons, especially after that back injury. He going through that back injury right now, and it looks a little scary. So we, even if you like Ben Simmons better than Ingram, we've seen the same thing with the blood clots. Sometimes it can help your career. Sometimes it can take your career. Sometimes it can destroy your career. So I'm hoping Ben Simmons can bounce back too, so we can see them continue to compete. And even though both of these teams are competitive, they still far away, in my personal opinion, for being championship contenders. And we can see who can get to there first. Will it be Ingram? Will it be Simmons? Or will they even switch teams and be on different teams in the future and get their on with their other teammates? But until then, let me know what you guys think. Is Ingram the most improved player? Would you draft him over Ben Simmons if you had to redo the draft? Was you one of the people that said that you'll draft Ingram over Ben Simmons and on that draft? Or are you changing your mind on both of them as their careers have gone on? One went through the blood clots, one going through the back injury. So now we're going to see how their careers continue to play out. But they both have been all NBA caliber players so far in their career, and they both are all stars. And they have both lived up to being some of the next generations of the NBA in their drafts. And they showing why they was picked 1 and 2 respectively right now. And it's good to see for both of them. But at the end of the day, check out my website, analysisplaygrounder.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplaygrounder.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Like on Facebook to show support. If you like this video, thanks for the love and the support. Also, like the video you have it right now. I make NBA videos every single day. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I do trade deadline, free agency. I do cover summer league. I do cover the draft, preseason. I also do regular season. Throughout the season, I make a video every single day, like I said. So if you're new to the channel and you love basketball, this is the channel for you, because I go at it every single day. And I also do break down players and footage. So if you want to see that too, this is definitely the channel for you. Other than that, Quinn Wade basketball analysis, I'm gone. And if you want to buy merchandise through Facebook, you can pick the shirt, pick the logo. I have pictures of the shirts and the logos in the picture section of my Facebook page. So other than that, like on Facebook, check out my website, like the channel, share, and Quinn Wade basketball analysis, I'm gone. And let me know what you guys think about Ben Simmons and Brandon Ingram career.